Hey, what's going on everyone? The first trailer for Shane Black's The Predator has finally arrived after months of waiting. Now obviously there is tons to break down in this first teaser, even though it's only about a minute and a half long, because it's our first look at the film really. After months of hearing about different plot leaks and test screenings and things, this is our first tangible look at the film, something that's real, something that we can actually gauge an interest level off of, and kind of understand what they're going for with this new Predator movie. So in this breakdown I'm going to take a look at some specific sequences in the trailer and kind of give you a bit of a background on it or what's going on in the actual image. So here we go. The trailer opens up with what looks to be Halloween Eve as trick-or-treaters are walking around a suburban area. We then cut to a package arriving inside of a house, which is the home presumably of Quinn McKenna, who's played by Boyd Holbrook. He's going to be the leading character in the film, and the character that actually ends up picking this package up is his son, Rory McKenna. Now right here in this shot, after Rory opens up the box, it looks like he's found a stash of Predator technology and equipment, picking up a biomask and in the next couple shots, inspecting a wrist gauntlet. The interesting thing about the wrist gauntlet and biomasks in this film are that they're vastly different than what we expect of the Predators from other films. The gauntlet piece that he picks up here actually has a device that can get removed from it, and it looks like some sort of a transponder or beacon. Now the weird thing they do here is they have like an intercut between him playing around with this little piece that pops off the gauntlet and then a Predator ship crashing into Earth. Now a lot of people are saying that he's controlling the ship here, but I think it's just clever editing and that the ship crashing actually happens at a different point in the film. We then cut to an interrogation room right here in this shot where it looks like Quinn McKenna, Boyd Holbrook's character, is being interrogated by some high-level government officials, one of them being Sterling K. Brown here off to the right. Right here as they're interrogating him, it looks like we're cutting back and forth between some sort of a flashback when Quinn's team discovered or stumbled across a downed Predator ship out in the jungle. We get this really cool close-up shot of a Predator's biomask all scratched up and everything, and notice the different design like I mentioned. Looks very rounded, something that you'd see out of a much more technologically advanced Predator scouting party. And then this shot here, it looks like all hell's breaking loose. Quinn's getting blasted back by something. Off to the right we can see some army packs laying on the ground, and up in the top left corner there actually you can see a skinned body hanging from the trees. So really cool throwback to the older Predator films. Now this shot looks like Sterling K. Brown and his assistant definitely do not believe that Quinn didn't see anything out there in the jungle. Okay, so right here we're getting into what's going to be the meat of this film, which is dealing with the Predators actually upgrading themselves through DNA. We get some dialogue later on from Olivia Munn's character Casey Brackett, who's a scientist, presumably studying something in evolution and genetics, and she says that they're upgrading themselves through DNA and every planet they arrive and visit. So interesting stuff here, definitely something added to the Predator mythology, and possibly something that's actually factoring into the whole real-time event thing, because Shane Black has said that this film does take place, 30 years or whatever after the original film. So if that took place in 1987, this one would presumably take place in 2018, as it uses that real-time passage. And in this shot specifically, we see the interior of a lab, which has been called Area 52 in the leaked script, and we can see a Yautja laying on a table that they're inspecting and doing scans on. We can see on the monitors and things the Yautja's face and the DNA strand there, and off to the right we can see it standing up. This is a really cool shot. It looks like some sort of a school or something in the background, one of the main characters preparing to escape back into that, while a Predator jumps down and crouches in the foreground. I really love the framing here and stuff. Really cool stuff with the Predators in this movie. Now these next couple shots, like I mentioned, we can hear Olivia Munn's character talking about the reason they're coming to Earth, to upgrade themselves and things, and we just get some quick glimpses of what's going on in these secret facilities, and it looks like right here they've got a couple of Predator biomasks on display, the new one on the left and the older classic mask on the right with a plasma caster in the middle. And if you look closely there in the reflection, you can actually see Jake Busey's character. He's playing the son of Peter Keyes in this movie. Peter Keyes, you remember from Predator 2 was played by Gary Busey, who was the head of the OWLF in that film, who were very interested in capturing the city hunter predator alive. So this next shot here we can see a grisly murder of one of the characters in the film, I guess some sort of a security guard, as he gets taken out by a predator using a shuriken, which fans will remember from the AVP movie, which I think is a really interesting callback, and I wonder if this makes some sort of things actually present in the universe, but we'll have to wait and see. Next up, we get a really good money shot of one of the new predators sporting the new biomask with some sort of an armor that looks very minimal actually. It almost looks like it's part of his skin. You can see the chest plate there, it blends in perfectly. Appears that he's firing off some sort of a new wrist weapon or some sort. The next shot here we can see Trevante Rhodes' character, who is Nebraska Williams, firing off a Browning 50 cal machine gun at something, presumably some of the predators. And also, if you look in the bottom left corner, you can see the hand of one of the characters who I guess died, and what looks to be some sort of pieces of a predator creature or some sort of alien creature, I guess. So next up here, towards the end of the trailer, we can see the predator aiming its plasma caster at originally Jacob Tremblay, but then Olivia Munn pushes him behind her and the laser shifts. And the trailer ends with one of the new predators grabbing Quinn McKenna and throwing him up against the wall of a building. So that's all we have for the first teaser for Shane Black's The Predator. What do you guys think of the new trailer, and does this get you more or less excited for the film? Because like I mentioned, we've been waiting months for this thing to drop. Just, you know, tons of news trickling out here and there, getting people excited and amped up to see the first footage from this film, and now that we got it, what do you guys think about it? Do you think this is the Predator sequel that we deserve, and will it reinvent the franchise like everyone involved is hoping for? Drop your thoughts down in the usual spot. I'm sure we'll have more videos discussing the trailer and some more intricacies of it later on this week. And for the latest updates on everything in the Alien and Predator universe, be sure to subscribe to Hybrid Network. Thank you guys again for checking this video out. If you want to get even more updates from us, check out our social media platforms, our website for news and editorials, and if you want to see our content improve and help us out, donate to us on our Patreon and you can get exclusive rewards.